Last lap of Business Morning on Channels Television, and we've been talking about deliberations and conversations ongoing here at the World Pension Summit Africa Special. It is the second time Nigeria is hosting this event and has delegates from across African countries and of course speakers from the international community as well, exchanging ideas and talking about how best the pension administration systems can function. I've got now with me in the studio the Commissioner, Technical Division of PENCOM, Mr. Ruben Omotawa. Mr. Omotawa, good morning to you. So all the conversations has practically been centered around your department because you handle the technical aspects of everything that goes on. So there's been plenty of talk, but let's talk about the technical aspect, which seems to have its own fair challenges, if you like to say so.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. I handle the Department of National Data Bank, the entire data bank of the scheme. It's within the division. Investment supervision also, which is a huge responsibility, is also there. Also, we have the payout window, that's the benefit and insurance. It's also part of the division. The summit so far, what I've observed is that we are able to situate Nigerian practices, experience within the African context. That is, Nigeria experience falls within West African context. East Africans have stated their own case. North Africa also have stated their own case. But we have no representative from Central Africa. But what I observe is that people have been talking about accumulation of pension fund, its investment. No region also has talked so far about what is available to distribute to people, because we have two kind of contributors. Those who have retired have contributed in the past, their money is in safety with pension custodian. Those who are contributing, we call them active contributors. Those who are just starting work and they will work for the next maybe 30 years, 35 years, they're active.
Okay, so Mr. Omotawa, you have so much data, yes. You have statistics of all those retirees, or do you have enough? Because you see, there's been issues of having a synchronization of data between the PFAs, for instance, and then the companies. So how does your department ensure that such issues are treated?
We have regular contact with the PFAs. And we try to close the gap as much as possible of any data. And we also have recourse to employers, if need be. These are the source of data, the employers and the employees via the PFAs, and then that is how it's done. We close gaps as they arise.
Well, how much technology do you do you use to ensure that this actually happens?
Technology is up to date, and we are improving every day. We have linked with the NIMC. We are also upgrading our own database. We are working on a new application now, which is PASS. We call PASS. That we're able to accommodate more data and be very up to date and comply with NIMC.
So, because one of the issues has always been effective management of pensions data, and that's right under your purview. And so a lot of people have complained that if you've got data management, down packed, then we shouldn't really have issues of pensioners who come in and complain that some of their data has either been, they can't find some of their data or have to come in for constant verification processes.
And most of the challenges or problems with regards to data emanate from between the PFAs and the employees, because at the point of capture of data, what the PFAs receive from these workers at times are inadequate for one reason or the other. They want to give data to PFA that they think will favor them in terms of age, but at end is error-proof. So let me go and remedy it quickly. So they now write to us to change their date of birth, date of employment. We say, no, it's okay, we are open to you, but go and bring the following. And those things we are going to ask for, we take them back to the employer at the beginning, maybe 30 years ago. So when they know about that, so midway or towards the end of their retirement, they come back to us. But the problem is it arises from the PFA registering them in haste. Some could even register with this PFA and go to register with another PFA, but they know that they can't have more than one PIN with us here. So, and we recognize the first PIN.
So what is PENCOM doing to ensure that, we don't have, situations like that coming up? Because when cases like that comes up, it makes it difficult for the pensioner to be able to access his funds or her funds.
What we do is every year, at least twice, we make sure we have a workshop to enlighten prospective retirees and even workers that this is what is ahead of you. Before we enroll you for retirement. So if you have any issue with your data, go and have it corrected. And as a matter of fact, do it right from the beginning, so I won't have problem at the end. It's only enlightenment, and we do it a lot, and it should even be more of a responsibility of PFA than PENCOM. But we are regulators. We want to minimize mistakes. We spend our resources, we use our resources to do even more than the PFAs. And with the hope that they will also learn and understand that we are helping the whole system. We want stability in the system. It's not about accumulating money alone. When you accumulate it, you want it to be available also when people want to retire. Because what they are talking about today is accumulation, high return, investment. After the investment, the ultimate goal is the money is going to the people, the beneficiaries. And today we have a huge challenge in the sense that because there are two main components when you want to get your retirement benefit. One is what you have contributed within the last, this scheme is about 11 years old now. People have been contributing. You contribute a percentage, your employer contributes. That one is a safety with the PFCs. The one that federal government is due to pay to you, you probably have worked for 23 years before you join the new scheme. Ideally, government ought to have given you your check. Look, you work for me for 23 years, 24 years, you are joining a new scheme. Let me give you your check to consist of your pension and gratuity for the time you work for me. Okay, but you see, the financial involvement was very huge. It would be too big for government to pay. And if the fund is available, if you don't pay it out like that, it will cause inflation in the economy. So what government does is to say, okay, we'll give you a bond that we are owing you this money, we pay you this money in addition to what you have contributed. So now, at the point of retirement, what is available to them is what they have contributed. That of governments, which the law says, put aside 5% every month of your gross pension wage to meet this bond commitment. It's a challenge now because of the dwindling revenue, oil revenue. So, but it's reality. So we have about more than 15,000 outside there now. Their contribution is available, but the accrued component, which is supposed to come from government, arising from the 5% they're supposed to put aside, it's not available. It's not that the government is negligent, but they have a challenge of cash flow also.
Mr. Omotowa, it seems as if there's still plenty of work for PENCOM, the regulatory body, to be doing in the pension, in ensuring that pension administration goes very well. But thank you so much for joining me on the program and sharing your thoughts with us as well.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Reuben Omotowa is the Commissioner Technical Division of PENCOM, joining me on the program to share his thoughts and, of course, giving us more perspectives of what's going on with his department at PENCOM. But that's the program for today. Many thanks for spending time with us. I'm Harriet Agbenyi. Have a profitable day.